Welcome back. Charlie and Daphne work well together. Who you hang out with. The strange pair traveled to West Virginia for Season 1 Episode 7, where their goal was to immerse Daphne in the gun culture. Nobody was surprised when they succeeded, either. But at this time, the con wasn't really the main focus. It was more about Charlie having the opportunity to confide in Emma in the most unexpected of ways. During the Company You Keep Season 1 Episode 6, Daphne and Charlie appeared to be flirting a little bit. But perhaps that was an isolated incident, or my eyes were deceiving me, because, for the most part, during this hour, it was all business between the two. To achieve their single objective, they collaborated as if they had been doing it for years. Collaboration. The Company You Keep Episode 7 of Season 1. It's a good thing Charlie is a resource, because he wouldn't have had a chance to get anywhere close to Pine Grove, let alone create a plausible cover to get him through the door. Daphne has always been a fascinating antagonist since she has so many contradictory levels. She didn't come from a wealthy family, and Patrick didn't train her to inherit the kingdom one day. She is a smart, diligent woman who is making an effort to seize her chance to succeed. Although we've learned a little about her past, she now tells Charlie how she ended here in this situation. And once her mother passed away, she used what her father handed to her, using her intelligence and skill in a different way than it was originally intended. Daphne has always been a fascinating antagonist since she has so many contradictory levels. She didn't come from a wealthy family, and Patrick didn't train her to inherit the kingdom one day. She is a smart, diligent woman who is making an effort to seize her chance to succeed. Although we've learned a little about her past, she now tells Charlie how she ended here in this situation. And once her mother passed away, she used what her father handed to her, using her intelligence and skill in a different way than it was originally intended. Daphne is many things, but her main quality is ambition. She gives off the impression of being the type to never be satisfied with anything. You can trust her when she tells Charlie that this is the most devoted relationship she's ever been in because of the way she carries herself, which doesn't suggest weakness. Relationships, emotions, and all that goes with them. Daphne doesn't have time for that, and for someone like her, it might make her vulnerable. She won't allow anything deter her from her ultimate objective of having it all in a world where males of a certain hue have the upper hand. Daphne possesses a variety of qualities, but her top quality is ambition. She gives off the impression of never being satisfied with anything. She tells Charlie that this is the most committed relationship she has ever been in, and you can believe her because of the way she carries herself, one that doesn't suggest weakness. Relationships, emotions, and everything else related to them. Daphne doesn't have time for something that could potentially make her frail like that. She won't let anything stop her from achieving her ultimate goal of having everything in a society where men of a certain color are given advantages. Emma can tell there is more between these two than just a business relationship. Therefore, I may have been premature in thinking they would go farther. The two definitely share more similarities than differences, and Emma was drawn to them because of their seamless collaboration. A new relationship. Who you surround yourself with. Episode 7 of Season 1. Weekend trading chance. Can't find the time to trade during the week. You can deal with Deriv from Monday through Sunday, including on holidays. Today, open a free demo account to test it out. It was crystal clear that Charlie was telling stories about his family for Emma to hear each time. He hasn't been given any opportunity by her to speak or otherwise defend himself. It was crystal clear that Charlie was telling stories about his family for Emma to hear each time. He hasn't been given any opportunity by her to speak or otherwise defend himself. And maybe it wouldn't have mattered if she had, but Charlie is unaware of it. Emma, any news? No, Charlie. She abandoned me. Emma, encourage her to talk to you. You have a talent for winning over women's trust. Get her to open up to you. Permalink. You have a talent for winning over women's trust. Although Emma may not be aware of it, Charlie is aware that what he's doing is wrong. And a lot of it has to do with his family. I yearned for Daphne to be replaced by Emma throughout the program so that Emma could witness Charlie speaking sincerely about his background. Emma may have heard it, but sadly she was unable to witness it. Returning to the con, it was somewhat complicated and absurd, but that is the show's mainstay. An evening out, the people you surround yourself with. Episode 7 of Season 1. Is it crazy that Charlie and Daphne used the Department of Defense to force a reputable gun manufacturer to stop making a weapon they want to possess over the course of a few days? Absolutely. Was ease amusing. Absolutely. Charlie's eyes wide shut party was straight rich people hijinks. But once more, it's a good thing Emma provided him the inside scoop on everything CIA, because Bridges started grilling him the moment he got up. Then there was the entire Vic situation, which was so ludicrous it was almost funny. It was hilarious to see Emma sprint across the lawns in her pajamas and arrive just as Vic was about to spoil everything. I don't even want to think about what would have occurred if Charlie had been made, so it's a good thing Emma had some established wealth with Vic. The fact that he didn't want to damage her or Ollie was undoubtedly a factor in his decision to flee. But Leo pushed his hand. He then acknowledged the repercussions and withdrew from her while he recovered. The company you keep. Speaking with Mama, episode 7 of season 1. It's simple to have an opinion about what Leo did when viewing it from the outside. You can agree with it or think he overstepped, but it's best to refrain from passing judgment until you're in his position. Who knows what you would do if you had to rescue your helpless grandchild from their incompetent parent by taking them in your arms. Birdie had already proven to Leo that she wasn't going to leave Simon at that time, so he did what he thought was best for his daughter and his grandchild. It is difficult for Birdie to understand the man she once loved who is now pleading for a second opportunity to be a father. The dinner scene with Sarah Wayne Callis and Jeff Stoltz is fantastic, and damned if the entire dialogue didn't make me cry. There is still a great deal of suffering there, but as they converse, something resembling optimism appears to emerge. It does feel like Simon has changed, so I'm glad she at least made the decision to spend some time with him. He has apologized and accepted responsibility for his conduct. He isn't blaming other people while he is out and about. Furthermore, he isn't asking for too much. A low-risk activity like an ice cream date is ideal for them to get to know one another. There will be plenty of time for those difficult discussions, but for the time being, they should focus on getting to know one another in a relaxed setting. Although I'm cheering for Simon, if he screw this up, Leo style, I'm coming for him. I was surprised to see Nicoltes give Emma the silent treatment. It was strange to see them acting that way, but I suppose they're upset with her for making Charlie into a resource. In general, they are very nice individuals. I wonder if Charlie has ever played tennis or if he is simply that skilled at playing it off until he wins. Emma lied to Vic in front of him while he was secretly crushing on her. The outside world is harsh. Who will be the first CIA agent to identify Charlie as an asset for Emma and discover that he is a scam artist? My bet is on her personal assistant. She already senses something strange. Connor will probably return to us soon. Considering how good things have been going, it's about time his ego ruined everything. With Charlie away from the family on missions, this was a different hour than we were used to, but it was still a nice journey. As the first season draws to a close, there are still a lot of unanswered mysteries. When will Emma declare her continued love for Charlie? Can Charlie collaborate with Daphne? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments.